guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Summer, and to all of you that keep coming back, hello and welcome back. Quick reminder, if you've never subscribed, just to remind you to click that red button there that says subscribe, and after that click the bell sign. That's where you get a notification whenever I upload a new video. So, for those of you that do not know, a while back I made a video about, what did I call it, that Igbo girl that didn't want to marry an Igbo man, and here is why, something like that. I'll put the link in the description box and you can check it out and watch the video yourself. So I made this video, and I made it clear in that video that I was making that video to, to say to parents that you have to be careful what you allow your children to experience at home, because what they experience at home would definitely shape them. My biggest message in this video, I am not here saying that Igbo culture is worse than Yoruba culture, worse than Hausa culture. No, that's not it. All I'm saying is, growing up, the culture that I experienced at home left impression in me to make me and made me think that this is the general practice in every Igbo household. And I became scared because I was thinking, if I marry an Igbo man, this is what I'm going to get. That was what I thought. You know what I mean? That was what I thought. And I honestly shared my personal experience in my father's house of my parents' marriage and some of the things that I experienced. And I made it clear. And I said in that video, I'm not here saying that Igbo men are bad or whatever, but I'm saying that I grew up with that thinking that, oh my goodness, I don't want to be part of this. Even with all the explanation, you can watch these videos yourself. You can watch this video yourself. Even with all the explanation, some people still don't get it. Some people left some of the most ridiculous comments. Some people have called me Osu are the people that are called the outcasts, okay? So they call me an outcast. So I'm a fake Igbo. Someone who hates Igbo people. What else? There's nothing they've not said. When you watch that video and then you see comment like that, all these people are showing is their ignorance, not my problem. I'm gonna say this: there were loads of Igbo guys that wrote me emails, wrote me messages on Facebook, and telling me things like, that was the olden days stuff, it doesn't happen anymore. From a lot of Igbo men and women as well. Some people say to me, oh my goodness, 100% what you went through is what I went through as a child growing up. So men agree with me that yes, these things do happen in a lot of households, and that is how you differentiate people that are worth talking with or talking to the people that are just not worth your time. It's as simple as that. I got a lot of comments. You can watch that video yourselves. But my thing is this: if you write me a comment and you start insulting me because you do not agree with what I said in my video, I make it very simple. I delete and I block. It's as simple as that. I delete and I block. Because some people come and they get aggressive and they write this comment. They write like 10-page comments. It takes me 5 seconds. 5 seconds to delete your comment. Very quick. I did not insult anyone in my video. I honestly shared my personal life experience. You are not going to change my story. You are not going to change my story. I'm not going to change my story to suit how you feel. It is my story. And I shared my story honestly as it happened. If you like, take advice from my personal story. If you like, don't. The choice is yours. If you refuse to open your ears and your mind and receive what I'm saying, you know what's going to happen to you? Your daughters will be the ones coming out tomorrow to share that story like I did. I've made the choice to use my channel to address whatever I want to address. Any topic in the media, topic on YouTube, Facebook, whatever. I want to use my voice and share my story. Or are you saying yourself? I'm not saying that I know it all. That's why I say when I make a video, the comment section is free for everybody to contribute what they think, their ideas or whatever. But at least I'm using my platform to address topics that I want to address. I want to use my channel to do what, in my opinion, is meaningful. I share my life story. Unfortunately, we come from a culture where people do not believe in sharing stories. But you will see a white man write a book about their life story, and our people were quick to pick it up and read it. And then our fellow countryman or woman decides to come out and share about their story. And you're like, keep quiet. That story is my story. The first time I said what my tribe is, I was a bit reluctant, but people keep asking me, what tribe are you, what tribe? I was reluctant because Nigerians are very good at tribalism. If Nigerians do not know your tribe, sometimes it's the best thing you can do. I feel like when you see me, you're looking at a human being, talk to me like a human being. And then I made this video, I was answering all the questions. There's another video that I made, and I will link that as well so you can check it out. And I was doing a Q&A, and some people were asking me my tribe and all these questions, my age, my tribe, my occupation, I can't remember some of these questions. And when it got to my tribe, I was hesitant to mention my tribe because I know our people. When people didn't know my tribe, nobody ever brought any tribalistic thing to me. But since that day, and I knew it, on Facebook I joined Igbo tribe, Yoruba tribe, any group at all, I would join and I would blend. You know, I would blend in these groups. You know, I knew that the minute I say my tribe, people are going to bring tribalistic issues. And that has happened. I was hesitant. I was hesitant to answer that question. And then I did. We have to stop. I seriously hate tribalism. I seriously hate it with passion. I hate it. So, but that's why I kind of stayed away from saying too much about, okay, this or that, or what state I'm from and stuff like that. Okay, so let me say it once and for all. I'm Igbo. So people sometimes say, oh, I was hesitant to answer that question because I'm not proud to be Igbo. I'm ashamed to be Igbo. Blah, 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 blah. I'm a self-hater. I'm a da-da-da-da-da. Whatever they had to say. Since the day people have found out, oh, she's Igbo. I have been accused of the most ridiculous things. Somebody have accused me that all the pastors that I have talked about are not Igbos. I only attack non-Igbo pastors. Now they know that I'm Igbo, it becomes a tribalistic issue. There are a lot of YouTubers that talk about pastors and they don't talk about any Igbo pastors. Are they tribalistic? No. All these videos people are making and talking about pastors, people go according to what's there on Facebook, what's there on YouTube, what's there on any other platform at all. I discuss whatever pastor is being discussed all over social media. I made a post on Facebook as of last week, and the first thing I got was this Igbo BITCH and Igbo people are this, and the whole of the Igbos got insulted because of a post I made on Facebook. When they didn't know my tribe, no post I made ever went into tribe or tribalism. But because now they know that I'm Igbo, every single thing is about my tribe. When I didn't tell anybody my tribe, they couldn't play the tribalism game with me. And that was why I was hesitant to say my tribe, because I know our people. Let me explain this about that video. I said in that video, I am that Igbo girl that didn't want to marry an Igbo man, and this is why. And I basically shared about my growing up in my father's house and some of the things that happened. You can actually watch that video. There's no point in me repeating. Igbo land is big. You know, the culture differs from even state to state, even from village to village. So there are small subtle differences. The culture I grew up in my father's house, it doesn't necessarily mean because you're Igbo that is your culture as well. I was afraid of that. I was afraid. Like, who are you? Who are you to be telling me that I had no right to be afraid? I was afraid, and I said it in that video. Not just me, my sisters. I'm gonna say it. You can take my advice or you can leave it. It's as simple as that. But if you remain stubborn and you do not learn, forget about the cultural aspect of things. Everything in your household, your children are experiencing in your household will shape them to a great extent. And that was my biggest advice in that video. You can take that advice or you can leave it. But let me tell you, if you're not careful, your child can be the one in front of a camera in years to come to talk about your life that they lived in your house. I am that Igbo girl that didn't is past tense. I am that Igbo girl that didn't want to marry an Igbo man. That is didn't. Past tense. Don't forget that this is my thinking as at almost 20 years ago. You're right? That didn't. This is my past. Didn't. Past. I am that Igbo girl that didn't want to marry an Igbo man. And here is why. And in that video I explained why. I'll give you an example. I live in a country where we have something we call the M50. Okay, I'll tell you my experience. I've had experiences where there's a place you're supposed to pay a toll charge, right? In the past, there used to be people physically there and you pay your coins to them or wherever. They give you change and they open the bar for you to cross. In Nigeria, we have toll charges as well, you know. They change it where you no longer pay for your toll charge on the roadside. You have to buy it at the petrol station or wherever, and before you can go through the road. But even if you don't buy it before you go through the road, you can buy it till the next day. By 8 p.m. the next day, you must have bought it. If you don't buy it and your car goes through that road, your plate number is going to be picked up and it's going to be found out that you never paid for it. It's happened to me a few times that I drove past it and I said, oh, I'll pay it tomorrow, and I end up forgetting. But there was one that was the worst because I didn't pay it myself. Somebody else paid it for me, and unfortunately this person didn't pay it. And then they sent me a letter in the mail that you didn't pay it, now you have a fine. It kind of rolled on from ordinary 3 euros that I would have paid 6 euros. It rolled on to like 240 euros or something like that. And since that time, I've always had this fear of that road. Every time I go through that road, I'm always afraid, like, oh my goodness, have I paid? Till date, Till date, I still get anxious going through this road because I'm like, oh, have I paid? Oh yeah, tomorrow I'm kind of trying to remember. I panic. And because of that anxiety or fear that I have from one bad experience, I can say I am that girl that is afraid to drive on the M50. Does that mean there's a problem with the M50? No. But my experience is the reason why I'm afraid to drive on the M50. And my experience is the reason why I have the fear. Do you have the right to tell me that I cannot be afraid? I don't understand that. And I know people that say, oh my goodness, I always wanted to marry an Igbo man because my friend is married to an Igbo man and blah, 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 blah. Everybody in life go according to their own personal life experiences. That is the fact of life. To be honest with you, those people that watch my videos, these particular videos I'm talking about, and did not get the message, the problem is with you guys. And another thing is there's people that did not get the message, but at least they have the courtesy and the maturity to write me a message, you know, and try to have a conversation about my experience. But those ones that come and they write all these insulting comments, whatever, you're basically showing yourselves to be ignorant. That's what it is. Your comments say so much about you, not me. When you start insulting and using curse words or whatever, it shows that you're a low life. You watch my videos, you never see me insulting people or using curse words or stuff like that, because that is not who I am. At this point, I think it's clear that I honestly do not care. I honestly do not care. I've got to the stage in my life where I honestly do not care. I would share my truth. Mine, not yours. My truth. The choice to watch my video or not to watch my video is yours. You didn't live my life. You can't tell me how things should affect me. I shared a video about how my life growing up, you know, and my life experience, how it shaped me. And you think you have the right to come and tell me that my experience is wrong, or I don't understand that. I don't understand what the point is. I've said it before. I made up my mind. I'm going to use my channel and I'm going to share. Some people hate what I do. There are some people that love what I do. Another thing people need to do is listen to me. Whenever I'm making a video, listen to me properly to get my message. Not everybody is ever going to get what I'm saying. Not everybody is ever going to accept what I'm saying. Not everybody will ever value what I'm saying. But what am I going to do? I'm still going to come here and share what I want to share and let those that benefit. It takes maturity sometimes to understand some of the points that I'm trying to bring out. If you don't understand, ask. You insult me, I delete and I block. I'm not going to stop doing what I do. My life stories, my experiences. But like I said, the choice to listen to my experience and see if that helps you as a parent, as you're raising your children. If you refuse to let my life story to speak to you as a parent, I promise you, your child could be the one in front of the camera in years to come, just like me, and sharing about their life growing up in your household. And you have the choice and the ability as a parent to ensure that the story they share is a positive one. And with that, I'm just going to say thank you for watching. Until the next time, guys. Bye-bye. Bye.
It's goodbye, friends.